so everything's set here for what should be a really outstanding final. The weather is good, the sun is shining fairly brightly. There's a little wind in the centre court, but not enough to disturb them. Certainly not a gale force wind such as these girls 2 weeks ago at Devonshire Park Eastbourne had to suffer when they played that truly magnificent final. Great personal friends. And the umpire in the middle of your picture there is Jeremy Shales of Middlesex. It's the man who umpired the famous match when Nastase had a brush with him and insisted on being called Mr. Nastase. So high expectancy here today for the first ladies' final in the new centre of Wimbledon tennis. So as we look at Chris Evert, who's seeded number 1, 23 years of age, from Fort Lauderdale in Florida, and she's attempting to add a third Wimbledon singles title to those she won in 1974 against the Russian Olga Morozova, and in 1976 against Australia's Yvonne Cawley. But the real challenge today is, I think, to her position as the world's number 1. A unanimous ranking. She's yes, a unanimous ranking, I think, when she was number 1. She's rightly enjoyed it for the last 4 years. Technically, she's a more complete player these days, but with ground stroke control, of course, the dominant strength of her game. But has the pressure of retaining this top position with its vast material rewards weakened her resolve? I wonder. Or will her intense but natural pride of performance prevail? Certainly she seems to have run into good form, high form at the right moment. And her opponent, Martina Navratilova, seeded number 2, born in Prague 21 years ago. She defected from Czechoslovakia to America and awaits United States citizenship. 5 years ago, she displayed her natural talent for the first time in this country in the BP Cup on the indoor wood courts at Torquay. The general opinion then was that we were watching, without question, a future Wimbledon champion. Further look at the challenger. This is Martina Navratilova's first Wimbledon singles final, and that prediction about her future may well be fulfilled, I think, today. Because her defeat of Miss Evert 2 weeks ago at Eastbourne must have at least helped to show her the way to victory in this final, especially as she saved a match point when Miss Evert led 7-6 in the final set. But she's not without experience of the demands of a Wimbledon final. She won the doubles title here in 1976 with Miss Evert against Billie Jean King and Betty Stove. A left-hander of tremendous power, and the only flaw, I think, in her match-winning ability at the moment is a temperament which she has certainly worked hard to control. And as we saw in that famous, it really has become a famous match at Eastbourne 2 weeks ago, she has really almost mastered the tempestuous sort of temperament. John Barrett with me here, like me, expecting to see a great match.
Indeed, I think most people, with respect to all the other competitors here trying so hard, hoped and longed to see this clash of the two currently dominant women in tennis. Chris Evert, perhaps a new and refreshed Chris Evert this year, because the first time in her professional career she's taken a break, which ended after last year's Whiteman Cup match.
You have 2 minutes more.
November, and then she resumed 4 months later in the Virginia Slims at Boston, where in fact she lost to Yvonne Cawley, Yvonne Goolagong as she plays in America. The only other loss she's had this year was to Martina Navratilova, which Dan Meskel told you took place a couple of weeks ago in the final of the Golden Tournament at Eastbourne. And you can number the losses of this young lady on the fingers of one hand, and she still is only young, 23 years old. She lost just 4 times last year. Now has become a dollar millionaire. quite the most consistent player of the last decade. And her opponent, Martina Navratilova, is also a new player this year, in the sense that, in the absence of Miss Evert, she utterly dominated
You have one more
Virginia
minute.
Slims Championships, winning 8 of those tournaments, including the playoffs, and thereby improved her confidence enormously. So she comes here knowing that she can beat Chris Evert, having just done so, knowing that she has just the game to win on grass, and believing, as she told us before the championships began, when we were down at Eastbourne, that this would be her year at Wimbledon.
Just before the match starts, we'll have a look at the royal box. The royal party there includes the Royal Highness, the Duchess of Kent. Into your picture, her husband is the president of the club, and on the right of the chairman, sitting next to the Duchess, is Princess Margaret.
Are you ready, please? Miss Evert to serve.
So, here we go.
First set. Play. Love 15.
Well, that's a remarkable start, 14-stroke rally. Very first rally of this final.
Fifteen all. 15-30.
Out.
15-40. Game to Miss Navratilova. First game.
Well, that's a wonderful start for Miss Navratilova with a break of service. And after that opening rally of 15 strokes, when the girls looked as though they'd been already playing for a half dozen games at least, and their eye was right in, Miss Evert suddenly lost control.
Very, very confident start by Martina there, but Winnie Wooldridge, it seems to me that Chris Evert is nervous.
She certainly looked it in that first game, and that did surprise me, because if anyone should have been nervous, it should have been Martina, as it's her first appearance in her singles final here. Chris there. It's her third, trying to win her third title. And she seems to be very keen, having missed a lot of tournaments at the beginning of the year. So now Martina
Miss Navratilova to serve.
serving 1-love up, first set.
Love 15. Love 30. Fifteen 30. Fifteen 40.
Server rather clumsy there. First time she put her first service in and she wasted a chance then.
Game to Miss Everett. 1 game all. First set.
Well, perhaps that was rather a flattering first rally we had, because we've had a lot of errors since that opening rally. But 2 breaks of service, 1 all, first set.
Fifteen love. Love.
Chris Everett in a lot of trouble there in that rally, but eventually produced the forehand winner.
Love. Forty 15. Game to Miss Everett. Miss Everett leads by 2 games to 1. First set.
Well, Chris Everett has now really settled into her stride. Just took her that 1 game which she lost on her own serve to find the range, but my word, how well she's found it. And how fast she's moving. This is the thing that's impressed me more than anything. In the course of that last service game, she covered the court, as I don't think we've seen her this entire championship. She seems to be really psyched up for this one. Martina coming in here drives her out to the backhand side, her favourite 2-hander, and she puts down the line. But look at this volley. But Chris chasing it brings off this miraculous pass. How she controlled the ball so low like that, projected a winner, and how she covered the court so fast suggests that she really is sight-blind. See now if Martina can get into her stride. 1-2.
Love 15.
Martina will have to serve better than she did in her opening service game. She only got one first serve in.
Oh! All.
A very powerful forehand, left-handed drive into corner.
Oh. Ah. 15-30. $15-40. $30-40. Deuce.
Net.
First service. Advantage, Miss Navratilova. Game to Miss Navratilova. 2 games all, first set.
And better serving halfway through that game. Consequently, as always, the rest of the game follows good serving.
Love 15. All.
Well, that gives some indication, I think, of the better all-round qualities of the number 1 seed, Miss Evert.
Net.
First service. 30-15.
Second time in the match. Miss Navratilova a little bit slow, getting out of the way of the ball, coming to her tummy.
(40-15). Game to Miss Evert. Miss Evert leads by 3-2, first set.
And Chris Evert showed in that game her fine repertoire of shots. She really has such control. Here at love 15. She shows the carefully executed drop shot, which Martina just reaches. And there, lob volley off the backhand, one-handed. Beautiful deep shot, which Martina lobs back. Chris is there to smash away the shot, and then a nice little easy volley off the return. So it shows the use that she makes of the attacking lob so often. And there in the picture you can see the little blue insets on the top of her dress. And down at the left-hand side of the dress also she has her initials CE embroidered in blue. So Martina Navratilova serving 2-3 first set.
Love 15. Love 30.
Miss Evert having a lot of time and a lot of room to make that two-handed pass. Czech girl didn't really come in with great conviction then.
(15-30).
Well-timed volley on the 11th stroke of the rally. Quite a wind getting up into the centre court.
All. (30-40).
So the serve volley coup failed there, and so it's a break point for Miss Evert.
Deuce. Advantage, Miss Everett.
Very good return. Gives Miss Everett her second break point here.
Let.
First service.
Let.
First service. Deuce. Advantage, Miss Everett.
Miss Everett has a third break point, and each one has been because the server has failed to make the volley coming in behind it, behind the service.
Game to Miss Everett. Miss Everett leads by 4 games to 2. First set.
Miss Navratilova really has got to find a way of getting this first service into court more often. She only put 3 in that long game. 4-2.
Love, 15.
Oh!
15 all.
Forehand approaching the net. That's a weak one.
40-15.
So, but getting a very easy point there, very undecided. Never at it over in the backing corner.
Game to Miss Everett. Change the balls, please. Miss Everett leads by 5 games to 2. First set.
Certainly, the Czech girl really has to find her game and string it together. Her service is not going too well, and she's missing really very easy shots. That backing corner was utterly indecisive.
I have the feeling that she's already beginning to feel the relentless pressure, as everybody playing Everett does, of those ground strokes. Everett is not giving anything away. This girl is having to make all the pace, trying to take the attack to her, as she knows she must on grass, and knows that if she does it well enough, then she can beat her. But she's treading a tightrope all the time. We have the usual teams of supporters in the players' box. Top left-hand corner of your picture there, just attending to her hair, Chris Everett's mother. Father not here this year, Jimmy. He coached her from the beginning. 2 away. Stephanie Tolleson, a member of Chris's team. the Los Angeles Strings. They both play for LA Strings in team tennis. Time for a change of balls then. Neverett over to serve, 2-5, first set.
15 love. Love.
That's much more like the form.
Yep.
40 love.
And suddenly, Martina Navratilova has come with a rush, playing her best tennis on those last 3 points.
Yeah. 40-15.
Just a fault. Oh, I say.
Deuce.
Hard. Both of these girls' friends, remember they won the 1976 doubles title here.
Net.
Advantage, Miss Evert.
And set point to Miss Evert. Yes.
Game and first set to Miss Evert. 6 games to 2.
Well, a 27-minute set there, in which Miss Evert was
Second set,
tune
Miss
most of
Evert
the
to
time.
serve. Quiet, please.
The opponent trying hard to find her best game.
Net.
Love 15. All. $15-30. 15-40.
Martina Navratilova really counter-attacking on the forehand to a blistering two-hander from Miss Evert.
Game to Miss Navratilova. First game, second set. Miss Evert leads by 1 set to love.
And as she did in the opening set, Miss Navratilova has broken the opening service game.
And she really must feel that that last game in the first set, she was rather unlucky. She had 2 net cords against her, and then in another point she thought a ball was going wide. This point here, she serves to Chris very wide. Chris returns cross court. Martina there, racket down by the side, thinks it's going out, and it suddenly bounces in, so she's got to play it back, and she's completely upset about that. And then the rally starts again, and Chris wins it. Against Chris, one has to often win the rally about twice before you actually do get the point. So Martina will have to keep her calm, rally
Miss
quite a lot,
Navratilova to
and
serve.
then when she does, if she does get the easy point, she'll have to make the winner instead of some of the errors that are creeping in. So Martina serving 1 love up, second set.
15 love. Love. $30-15.
Watch the ball!
30 all.
Out!
40-30.
Pulse!
Deuce.
Well, good return. She isn't at all secure, Miss Navratilova, on her first volley behind the service.
Pulse!
Yes.
Advantage, Miss Evert.
Pulse!
Deuce.
Server was 40 love once in this game.
Advantage, Miss Navratilova. Deuce.
Well, one doesn't usually get away with the point with While it drops around the service line against Miss Evert. Well played.
Advantage, Miss Navratilova.
So much a better low volley that time behind the service.
Deuce.
Hard game for the server. They've hit 4 deuces in this game. Fault called.
Advantage, Miss Evert.
Miss Navratilova getting a bit caught up close to the body with the backhand.
Deuce.
Net.
That's incredible.
Advantage, Miss Evert.
I can't remember. I cannot remember in a final seeing an air shot played like that off a comparatively easy ball. That was quite easy long. She said to herself a few moments ago, watch the ball. Perhaps she wasn't then.
Game to Miss Evert. 1 game all. Second set.
Well, after that extraordinary miss, now can the Czech girl settle down?
Net.
First service. Love 15.
To her eternal credit, she didn't funk the issue then when she had one overhead.
Love 30. (15-30).
Well, the volley of Miss Everts gave her opponent a chance there. The left-hander usually gone on a running forehand, and she's already made 1 or 2 in this match, Miss Navratilova.
15-40.
Beautifully conceived point there. That's the tennis that she can play if she can build up enough confidence.
Ho!
Game to Miss Navratilova. Miss Navratilova leads by 2-1 in the second set. Miss Evert leads by 1 set to love.
Oh, and that appalling air shot a little earlier may well have roused Navratilova.
All three games in this set have gone against the serve. Navratilova must be wondering now whether she can maintain that sort of momentum that she showed in the last game, despite the tension she's feeling. And it showed as she missed the ball completely, something I don't remember seeing before at this stage of a tournament. There it is. Did she drop her head just before she went to play the ball? It certainly looked like it from behind, and she could hardly believe it. And what a triumph for her to come back and break Miss Evert for the loss of just 1 point after a shot like that. By virtue of that second break, lost one herself. She's 2-1 up serving, second set.
Ho!
Fifteen love. 30 love.
Ho!
40 love.
Ho!
I don't think there's any question of that being fought.
Game to Miss Navratilova. Miss Navratilova leads by 3-1 in the second set.
And terrific applause at the end there for that marvellous athleticism of the Czech girl. Wonderful natural athlete.
Fifteen love. All.
Miss Navratilova can hold that sort of form and string it all together. We're in for a good match.
Pulse!
15-30. 30 all.
Oh, that's an awful risk. You must never have
40, 30.
I really don't think you can afford to run around the service as much as that. Get away with it. Played.
Game to Miss Evert. Mr. Vratilova leads by 3 games to 2 in the second set. Miss Evert leads by 1 set to love.
Well, John, I was just thinking there that Miss Evert started with the drop shot, the opening point of that game, and finished the game with a classic. She, of course, when she was pure baseliner, had to suffer an awful lot of drop shotting herself, didn't she?
Used to be the classic way to play Evert, of course. You bring her forward simply because she found it then, as a 16-year-old, it'll be difficult to move forward and also to volley. And she herself has always been adept at this shot, and here she is using it to win the game. Beautiful one it is, dropping absolutely dead, bouncing 2 or 3 times even before it reaches the service line. Winnie, it seems to me that's a shot not used enough in women's tennis.
I think this is the case, and especially on grass that it goes that little bit faster, and people forget the intent, try to think that they should really hit the ball and just serve volley all the time, whereas drop shot really doesn't bounce very far at all on grass, very difficult to pick up. So Martina now serving, 3-2 up, second set.
15 love.
Pass.
15 all. Fifteen 30.
Miss Navratilova a little bit slow there because Miss Evert played the drop shot from the baseline, and I think the server should have seen it.
Pass.
All right.
15 40.
Two break points here, Miss Evert.
30 40.
Played.
Deuce.
Very good second smash that because she had to move backwards very fast.
Advantage, Miss Evert.
This, of course, is on grass her game. Serve and volley games, she plays it as well normally as any in the world. Obviously, I don't think I'll be watching the volley.
Deuce. Advantage, Miss Navratilova. Game to Miss Navratilova. Miss Navratilova leads by 4 games to 2 in the second set.
And that was an awfully good game for Miss Navratilova to win. Dreadful had she dropped her service there.
$15 love.
Pull.
30 love. $30-15. $30 all.
Chris Evert there, suffering from the most convincing backhand approach shot that I think Miss Navratilova has played in the match. She really meant that one.
That.
First service. $40-13. Game to Miss Evert. Miss Navratilova leads by 4 games to 3 in the second set. Miss Evert leads by 1 set to love.
And into the players' box, watching this match keenly, Jimmy Connors, tomorrow's men's singles finalist, sitting next to Stephanie Tollison there. And he, of course, has been a long-time friend and once fiancé. Chris Evert, but he insists now they're just good friends. And in front of him, the lady with the dark glasses, Sandra Heaney, the former US #1 lady golfer who's been giving such help and encouragement on the mental side of the game to Martina Navratilova in Dallas, where they both live. Well, certainly we've seen a much tougher Navratilova in this set. perhaps the message has been getting through. My friend Sandra Healy, that she has to stay at her attacking game. It's the only way she's going to win. She's not going to beat Evert from the back of the court. She's got to force Evert, as she's been trying to do, to commit herself to the passing shot and hope that she's going to be quick enough on the volley and can get them away. She's still got the break. She's 4-3 up, second set.
Out.
15 love.
Right.
30 love.
Just waiting for Miss Evert to come back into a receiving position. It just shows how wide that volley took her out of court.
30-15.
That was a nasty kicking serve for Miss Evert, and that seems to be an extremely doubtful decision.
40-15.
Well, Jeremy Shells, the umpire, confirms the call of out.
It was too close for me to judge from here. It was too close for me to judge from here. I shall have to take the line from the word for it. You think it was out? You think it was in? Fine. 30 all. Sorry, can you play a let?
Yes,
Can you replay the point?
You see, I think this is the right decision to play a let, because...
Will you replay the point, please? Ladies.
The score was 15. The score is 15. Will you replay that point? Replay the point. And listen, Mr. Rattler, if you wish to concede the points there in the seconds.
30-15.
Jeremy Shells has finally decided that's the correct way to play it, because the ball was called out. Miss Navratilova didn't play. If it was the wrong decision, and that's been corrected, then they must play a let.
$40-15.
Still standing outside the west.
40-30.
And there's quite a bit of wind in the centre court now, and that's a dangerous shot to play. But she's still 40-30.
Game to Miss Navratilova. Change the balls, please. Miss Navratilova leads by 5-3 in the second set.
Having lost the first 2-6. And Miss Navratilova there making use of that heavy sliced left-handed service to take her opponent once again right outside the doubles line. maybe that we'll be seeing use that shot more often. 3-5.
Love. Love. 40, love.
It's just out.
Game to Miss Evert. Miss Navratilova leads by 5 games to 4 in the second set. Miss Evert leads by 1 set to love.
Well, a love game there to Miss Evert. That may have disturbed Miss Navratilova a bit. She was running well there.
Yes, Martina had begun to hit the ball with a lot more conviction. At the beginning, she didn't quite seem to know what she was trying to do. She felt she should attack, but she was missing so many volleys that she was a bit apprehensive. So Chris there, she really got stuck in, won that game quite comfortably, putting the pressure on Martina, made her play every point, stretched her wide for volleys when she had to. And now she knows that Martina has got to win this game, and I'm sure Martina will know that too. She's not going to get many easy points in this game. So Martina Navratilova coming back to serve for the second set, 5-4 up.
Love. Love.
That really was a great return. Early ball, wonderful angle.
30-15.
Oh, beautifully judged.
40-15.
Maybe a bit too close for comfort. But it was out, and it gives the server 2 set points.
$40-30.
Well, that was a chance. It's your set point. Yes, wonderful judgment again.
Game and second set to Miss Navratilova, 6 games to 4. Final set, Miss Evert to serve.
So the issue well and truly joined after 63
Quiet,
minutes
please.
in this final. A few extroverts in the crowd want to get in on the act. Severed serving.
Love. All. .30.
Third double fought.
Out.
15-40.
Just out.
Game to Miss Navratilova. First game, final set.
And in each set, Miss Navratilova has broken the opening game of the set.
They're playing here in conditions much improved on the match conditions of Eastbourne, where Miss Navratilova scored her win. She's doing just what she did then, imposing a heavy attacking game on the baseline. But in that match, Chris Evert led 4-1 at one stage. In the final set, the lead was frittered away. She had her match point 7-6 and then lost 9-7. I wonder if those points and rallies are going through her head now. Just lost that opening game in this last set.
Miss Navratilova to serve.
Obviously, everyone thoroughly enjoying this battle now. With a break, Navratilova, 1-love.
Love. Love. Change that. Would you replay the point, please?
Yes.
Would you replay the point,
It's
please?
an unsatisfactory.
Change the decision. 30 love.
First of all, Miss Evert thought it was a fault, and I think Miss Navratilova coming in thought it was also a fault. They were half through the
30
point.
love. Yes, please. 40, love.
I say it looks as though the winner will be the one with the stronger nerve, better temperament.
Out.
40, 15.
Hold.
40, 30.
Yep.
Game to Miss Navratilova. 2 games to love. Miss Navratilova leads. Final set.
Chetko really beginning to get the service volley game going now. And the server, Miss Evert, under a lot of pressure now.
Love.
Played.
30, love.
The smash, so well played, but the ground strokes leading up to it.
Love. $40-15.
Sevek really hardly got the ball out of her hand there for that second service. It really was a nervous throw.
Game to Miss Evert. Mr. Navratilova leads by 2 games to 1. Final set.
Chris Evert there showing in that game that she was really regaining the control and confidence in her ground strokes. Last winner was a good one.
Indeed, she played such a positive game there. She was hitting the ball a lot earlier and much harder. For a while she had been a bit tentative, I felt. And, you know, in that game she really seemed to dig her teeth in, and apart from the double fault, she played a much better game, and this is what I'm sure she'll be trying to do. Serves, backhand return from Martina. And there she drives Martina out wide. Cross court. And Martina approaching the net and beautifully controlled forehand pass. Double fault, she played a much better game, and this is what I'm sure she'll be trying to do. Serves, backhand return from Martina. And there she drives Martina out wide. Cross court, with Martina approaching the net and beautifully controlled forehand pass. So Martina Navratilova serving 2-1 up, third set.
Out.
15, love.
Wind really is getting into the centre court now. See their hair and their skirts blowing around. Above the roll box, the awning is blowing around a bit. Nothing like what they had at Eastbourne 2 weeks ago, of course. Glorious volley.
30, love. Thirty, 15.
It's a slightly late call, but a correct one, I'm sure. Tremendous swerve on that service.
Shake him, head.
30 all.
Bush. Is it in or out?
30, 40.
It's out.
First service. Use.
Chris Evert badly needs a break of service here. He really does.
Advantage, Miss Navratilova. Use.
Well, Miss Evert really stretching the server there, first with the volley and then that well-disguised lob. Deuce. Say no.
Advantage, Miss Evert.
Well, that must surely have been over-anxiety there. A player of this class can't play 2 shots in succession like that.
Use.
Well, the service was a really very good one, but if Miss Evert could have returned that, who knows what would have happened. It really was a very well-placed check service, that. It's out.
Advantage, Miss Evert.
And play worthy of a champion. Miss Evert really at her best in that crisis, that rally.
Game to Miss Evert. 2 games all. Final set.
Well, twice Miss Navratilova had a chance to win that game. She had the game point, but a great recovery by Miss Evert. So 2-all, and that could be the turning point perhaps in the match.
Oh!
Love.
Out!
15 all. Thirty, 15. All.
An early ball return by Chris Evert. Low over the net, in fact, it just clipped the top of the net. 40-30.
Game to Miss Evert. Miss Evert leads by 3 games to 2. Final set.
She's come back with a run of 3 games to take that lead. She was 2-love down in this final set. And though they may not be playing the best tennis of which they're capable, this really is an intriguing final.
And how well Chris Evert has hung in there. Love 2 down, now 3-2 ahead. A run of 3 games with some of the most accurate tennis she's played. But we think that Martina Navratilova may have lost a golden chance. Often in the course of a tight match, you can point to a moment when it was lost. And I wonder if this was it. Because here she was at deuce. She came in behind a good serve. Makes the volley. And Chris Evert hoists the lob. Running, and she's forced. It's not a particularly good lob. And she's really well placed for the kill. But she didn't kill. Chris Evert scoops it up again, rather to Navratilova's surprise, and she puts it out. And you can see the disgust as she turns away, knowing that she's lost the chance to move ahead. And the crowd now beginning to get behind Chris Evert, seeing this recovery. They love a recovery. Now 2-3, Navratilova.
Love 15. Love 30.
Oh, I say, what another lovely return.
Love 40.
2 glorious returns of service.
magnificent drive.
Game to Miss Evert. Miss Evert leads by 4 games to 2, final set.
And by far the finest rally of the entire final.
Love 15. All.
Sure.
Yeah. 15-30. $15-40. Games, Miss Navratilova. Change the balls, please, boys. Miss Evert leads by 4 games to 3. Final set.
And that break of service by Miss Navratilova has really brought this final alive. Marvellous play there, that volley pass, and of course I think she, on balance, deserved the net cord, because in the first set she had to suffer 2 very cruel ones at a vital moment at the end of the first set.
And psychologically, she must have wondered at 2-1 up in the third set, having had the chance and not quite taken it. She must have wondered, well, can I win this tournament? She's never won it before, and so there's always that little bit of doubt, that little bit of extra pressure. She knows she can beat Chris. She did it last week. She's done it before, but it's always that little bit different at a tournament you've never won, especially the big one. So Martina Navratilova to serve. 4-3 down, third set, new balls.
Love.
Red.
First service. All. 30-15. And
I think the server knew that she was a little lucky there. She really hadn't covered that side of the court. Out.
Game to Mr. Vatilova. 4 games all, final set.
So after an hour and a half, that's the situation in this final. And now everybody utterly involved in this.
Love 15.
Oh, that's a gem of a shot.
All.
That must be worth a lot in confidence to Miss Evert, because that was right out of the bag, that one. Well, play.
15-30.
Wonderfully confident play by Miss Navratilova there.
All.
And if you heard a cry of out there, it was somebody in the crowd in that exciting relay. This really is a significant point. It's a break point. Now standing at 4-all.
Yes.
A wonderful shot there from Miss Evert in the crisis.
Advantage, Miss Evert.
Out.
Game to Miss Evert. Miss Evert leads by 5 games to 4. Final set.
Miss Navratilova just stopped in her run there. She'd come from 2-4 to 4-all, and she had a break point.
Well, if you think there's tension around this packed centre court, you're right, but just imagine the scene in a little room in Czechoslovakia, somewhere near the Czech border, where Martina's parents, who she hasn't seen for some years now, since she chose to live in America, where she's applied for citizenship, sit watching this final being relayed by German television. What must they be feeling on this momentous day for their daughter, who just now had a point that would have allowed her, had she won the next, to serve for this Wimbledon title. But how this girl produces the shots in the crisis. Chris Evert must be the coolest player in the world on the big points. They've seen a scrap, but it's not over yet. Navratilova, 4-5.
Love.
Next.
First service. Love. Love.
So that brilliantly placed service is Martina Navratilova, 40 love.
Game to Miss Navratilova. 5 games all, final set.
What a fine game for the Czech to win. Serves so well there. Love game, 3
Right,
first
please.
services in. 5 all.
Love 15. Love 30. Love 40.
Twice the forehand approach stroke has gone astray. Love 40.
Fifteen 40. Game to Miss Navratilova. Miss Navratilova leads by 6 games to 5, final set.
What an extraordinary set this is. What a fluctuating set.
Well, having achieved that break, Martina Navratilova within 4 points of the biggest prize of her life. Not just the Wimbledon title itself, but £17,000 in prize money. I'm sure that thought isn't even near her head at this point. All she can think about is beating Chris Evert for the second time in 3 weeks. What has she got to do, Winnie, to clinch this match?
Well, I feel sure that she must try and get every first serve in, because she knows that if she doesn't, Chris will attack the second and certainly put it at her feet. So it's vital for her to get every first serve in, get up to that and watch the volleys so closely, because that's where she fell down at the beginning of this match, watching the volleys. So Miss Navratilova serving for the match, 6-5 up, third set.
Out.
15 love. Love.
Relief there from Navratilova as he makes the drop volley.
Love.
3 championship points, Miss Navratilova.
God, please.
That's it, she's done it. So champion
Game, set, and match to Miss Navratilova. 2 sets to 1. 2-6, 6-4, 7-5.
And what sweet music that must be in the ears of the Czech girl. And so 5 years ago, when we all thought that she was going to eventually become the Wimbledon champion, she's done it. Perhaps a little quicker than some of us thought. But nevertheless, a magnificent performance, and what a wonderful tussle. I wouldn't think that their tennis was as good as they can play, but finals often inhibit players, but that was a magnificent final and fully worthy of Wimbledon and the new century of tennis ahead of us. So as the girls just try to relax here, we await the Duchess of Kent. 2-6, 6-4, 7-5. A victory for a strong girl and an all-court player. So the famous scene there as the ball boys, and I imagine the ball girls, are lined up there. 70 ball boys and 10 ball girls. We're just waiting for the presentation of this famous trophy, Silver Gilt Salver. And the Duchess comes onto the court, escorted on her right by Air Chief Marshal Sir Brian Burnett, the chairman of the club. And as the wife, the chairman of the president of the club, the Duchess, says thank you, I'm quite sure, to the ball boys. Escorted there by, at the back, Sir Carl Alvord. And that's the famous silver gilt salver. And there's no inscription on this salver other than the names of the winners from Maud Watson in 1884 to Virginia Wade in 1977. And now the loser. So she has her medal, the runners-up award. Nobody really knows quite where this trophy came from. There's nothing in the minutes of the club about it. And the umpire, Jeremy Shales, had one or two problems there in the course of the match, but came through it quite successfully. So what last year was a British triumph has become a triumph for the girl from Czechoslovakia. And the happy smiling face with her, that of David Mills, Major Mills, the secretary of the club. And so these, Duchess Kent there, with the ball boys. Proud moment for them, of course. These boys and girls, all trained by Commander Lane, and they come from schools in the London Borough of Merton, and from the North Park Secondary School at Aston, and the Wandsworth School at Southfields. Both the girls carrying the bouquets that are traditionally drawn onto the court before the final, given by the referee, Fred Hoyles, and the secretary of the club. And Princess Margaret in the royal box there, cheering as they leave the court. So once more we see the end of a final worthy of Wimbledon. A tremendous tussle played in the most wonderful spirit by two girls, great personal friends and past doubles champions. And now, with the ceremonies over, everything prepared, or will be prepared, for the ladies' doubles final.